continuing with the Solve the Puzzle series. This particular video is concentrating upon the solving the problem based on the Bala Samprapti. Dear ANA community members, press the like button and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement to this particular small message. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. When you speak from the solving the puzzle series, so this video is highlighting on the concept of Bala Samprapti and its application. When you think about the term Bala Samprapti, so that is being explained in the Madhava Nidana as well as Ashtanga Hridaya as Hetvadikarsnyavayavaihi Bala Bala Visheshanam. So that is the knowing about the strength of Hetu, Purvarupa and Rupa by analyzing these by the appropriate case history and physical examination, etc. If the Hetu is strong, if the Purvarupa is strong, and if the Rupa is very severe, in that particular situation, the person is having the very severe Roga as such or disease. If the person is having the mild Nidana exposure, and if the person is having the mild Purvarupa, and if the person is having the mild Rupa, not causing much discomfort to the patient, then we are going to say that the Roga Bala in that particular situation that is milder. Whereas Hetu, Purvarupa and Rupa, they are aligning with one another, then they are considered to be the person may be suffering from very strong or very severe form of disease, and if the Hetu, Pururupa and Rupa, if they are not in proper alignment, then such disease is considered to be less stronger or milder in the pathogenesis. Whenever if you think about the terminologies which are mentioned in the context of Roga Nidana, they are usually relative terms. In the sense, so whenever if you think about the speaking of the Rupa, for example, so here that is Avipaka. The term Avipaka refers to loss of digestion or lack of digestion or the poor digestion as such, which may be possible because of the aggravation of the Vata dosha, which may be possible because of the aggravation of the Pitta dosha, which may be possible because of the aggravation of the Kapha dosha. So like that, any of the dosha vitiation may lead to the presenting complaint of avipaka. Vibandha. The vibandha, for some people who are having the passage of stools for every 2 days, they may say it is constipated. Some other people who are going to have the passing the bowels for more than 4 or 5 days, and if the person is having this particular habit for months together, years together, then it may be considered to be normal for that individual. Kukshishula, pain abdomen. So that is the degree of the what do you say that the withstanding the pain that may be different in different individuals. Hence, whatever may be these terminology they are being explained, so that is usually the relative terms. So that means one individual that may be having the exposure of Ruksha Ahara, he may have varied clinical presentation in due course of time. So if the for example, if the person is going to have an exposure of 5x or 5 units of Ruksha, two individuals may show different way of Vata dosha prakopa. This is the idea behind the what do you say that relative terminology. Whenever if you are going to analyze the Bala Samprapti or any of these what do you say Samprapti as such, we have to have the accurate information of these 4 headings. Adequate and complete case history. So that is, we have to be in a better position to identify the Prashna Pariksha and Aptopadesha Pariksha. from the point of the description as per the current Western style of case history, accurate, the what do you say that the chief complaints as such with duration in the chronological order, history of present illness, past history, family history, personal history, then the menstrual and obstetric history, occupational history, socio-economical history, that has to be accurately documented, should be documented accurately. Accurate physical examination, both in terms of general as well as systemic examination. By doing this, we can able to analyze the Rogi Bala, regarding a degree of Rogi Bala, how strength, what is the strength of an individual, how strong he is regarding the withstanding the suffering of an illness. Rogi Ayu Pramana, lifespan of an individual, and Rogi Dosha Pramana, the degree of dosha vitiation in an individual, that will be analyzed if you are going to do this accurately. Accurate Nidana analysis. So that is the regarding the degree of the Nidana Sevana. Is it to Sannikrishta, Viprakrishta or Vibhichari or Pradhanika, or degree of Asatmyandi Arthasanyoga, Pradnyaparadha or Parinama, regarding the Dosha Hetu, Vyadhi Hetu, Ubhaya Hetu, Utpadaka Hetu, Yanjaka Hetu, Abhyantara Hetu, Bahya Hetu, regarding the Abhyantara Hetu, Urdhva Adha Tiryak Gati, Shakha Koshta Marmathi Sandhigati, then Vriddhisthana Kshayagati, Prakrita Vaikrita Gati, like that. So each and every Nidana analysis that we have to know that regarding the accurate Samprapti analysis, regarding the degree of dosha vitiated, degree of dushya vitiated, degree of srota subflexion, the nature of sroto dushti prakara in the individual, status of the Agni, status of the Ama, Udbhavasthana assessment, Sancharasthana assessment, Yaktasthana assessment, Roga Marga afflicted, Sadhya Sadhyata of an illness, then the Yadhyamastha, all these has to be properly taken care of if you want to analyze the Bala Samprapti as a whole. Let us say regarding the with one example, let us say, for example, if the person is having the loose stools. So in the sense the it is considered to be the semi-liquid or liquid stools, what we can say the presenting complaint will be Atisara. In that particular situation, we have to analyze these different factors. For example, Apanavata vitiating factors. What are these? Whether the if you look into the Vata vitiating factors, Vyayama, Dapatarpanat, Prapatanat, Bhangat, Kshayat, Jagarat, Veganam च विधारणात् अतिशुचः चैत्यादतित्रासतः रुक्षक्षोभ कषायतिक्त कटुकैरेभिः प्रकोपं व्रजेत् वायुर्वादिधरागमे परिणते चान्यपराह्ने अपि च. So this is what is considered to be the Vata vitiating causative factors. Among these, which are responsible for the Apana Vata vitiating function, that we have to analyze. Purishavaha Srota affliction causes assessment. That is being mentioned. Sandharana, Datyashana, Dajirna, Dishana, Tatha, Varcho Vahini Dushyanti Durbalagnehi Krishasya cha. So we have to analyze what are these nidanas. They are being consumed or exposed by the individual who is having the liquid stools. Then Purishava Srota symptom assessment. It is even mentioned that Krichrena alpalpam sashabdashulam atidravam atigratitam adibahocha upavishantam drishtva. These are the lakshana that are being mentioned there. Then Nidana assessment. So that's what we have discussed earlier regarding each and every type of the Nidana, Sannikrishta, Viprakrishta, Vibichari or Satmyendiyar, Sanyuga, Pradnyaparada or Parinama or Utpadaka, Vyanjaka or the Dosha Hetu, Vyadhi Hetu, Ubhaya Hetu, Bahya Hetu or Abhyantara Hetu, like that these analysis has to be done. Regarding the Purvarupa assessment, regarding the number of the Purvarupas observed in an individual, is it 1, 2 or more? By that we are going to analyze. For example, if the person is having pain in the umbilical region and he is developing the liquid stools, if the person is having the pain in the umbilical region as well as in the right iliac fossa, second individual. Third individual, the person is having the pain in the umbilical region, iliac fossa and left, what do you say that the iliac fossa In that particular situation, the degree of first individual, he will be having the milder form of the Purvarupa. Second individual, he is having the moderate form of the Purvarupa. Third individual is having very severe form of the Purvarupa. In the same way, Rupa assessment has to be done based on the number of the symptoms. How many symptoms he is having? He is having the symptoms of Rasakshaya, or he is having the symptoms of what is Murcha, etc. In that particular situation, it will be considered to be a severe form of the presenting complaint when a person is having the Atisara. Like that Sroto Mula affliction. So specifically, when you think about the Purishabha Srotas, Pakvashayo Moolam Sthula Gudam Ja. In that particular situation, we have to know whether Pakvasha is being afflicted or Sthula Guda is being afflicted. If the person is having the pain restricted to the hypogastric region, then we may say he is having the probably the affliction of Sthula Guda affliction, we may suspect that. If the person is having the pain in the suprapubic region, left iliac fossa, etc., then it may be indicative of a Pakvashaya affliction. So like that, the Srotomula assessment has to be done. So like that, the overall assessment of an individual has to be done, and the list goes on. So we have to think again and again, what are the different factors that we have to analyze whenever if we are going into the, what do you say, that the assessment of a Bala Samprapti. This is not only related to Bala Samprapti, any of these parameters. So that is maybe in case of the Kala Samprapti, or in case of Pradhanya Samprapti, or in case of the Nidana assessment. So like that, every point as we have to do the detailed analysis. Regarding the example, so here we are going to learn with three different examples. So in the first individual, he is considered to be a 45-year-old male presented to you with a history of breathlessness on doing the cycling, that too in the month of January, and the duration of the illness is of 1 day. He is also having the pain in the left knee joint after doing the cycling for up to 60 minutes. So how to analyze the Bala Samprapti here? Think again. When you think about it, we are going to analyze on from the multiple angles. So here these are the few points that we are going to discuss. Even if you think deeply, multiple factors can be, or multiple parameters can be assessed while looking into the assessment of a Bala Samprapti. Suppose if he is considered to be a Vata Kapha Prakriti individual, and we are going to expect rasa and asthi affliction. Rasa in the sense he is having the breathlessness, etc., and asthi he is having the pain in the left knee joint. So like that, the rasa and asthi affliction, as far as Sroto afflicted, it could be the pranavaha, rasavaha and astivaha srotas. Pranavaha srotas, as such, we are going to say that is regarding the presence of breathlessness. Rasavaha srotas, association of breathlessness as such, and Astivaha srotas, regarding the pain in the left knee joint. So like that, he is having the, what do you say, that three srotas affliction based on the presenting complaint, poor Jatharagni, and we are going to say there may be a possibility of a Bahya Roga Marga as well as Madhyama Roga Marga affliction. In that particular situation, Bala Samprapti, it could be Pravara. The Hetu is milder, but the thing is, the presenting complaint is having the two Roga Marga affliction, three Srotas affliction, two Dhatu affliction. Based on that, we are going to say he is having the, what do you say, that the severe form of the, what do you say, that the Bala Samprapti is Pravara. Second example, 45-year-old male presented to you with the history of breathlessness on doing the cycling on the morning of May, and he is doing this particular cycling since 30 days. He is also presented with pain in the left knee joint from the past 6 months. What may be the Samprapti, Bala Samprapti assessment here? The history goes like this. So regarding we have to know about the duration of the presenting complaint. So here the duration of the presenting complaint is 30 days. So that means the duration is longer. So that means Hetu exposure is severe, and he is considered to be Vata Pitta Prakriti individual, and there is Rasa, Rakta and Asti affliction. So that is the during the what do you say that the month of summer there may be a possibility of Rakta affliction also. Rasa, Rakta and Asti affliction. As far as involvement of these Srotas is concerned, Pranavaha, Rasavaha, Raktavaha and Astivaha Srotas, and if he is having good Jataragni function, Bahya and Madhyama Rogamara affliction. So here the Bala Samprapti, it could be Madhyama Bala. So of course, when you think about the Madhyama to Pravara Bala, we are going to categorize that. But of course, it is not the, what do you say that the Pravara Roga Bala, not Rogi Bala. Third example, regarding the 45-year-old male presented with the history of breathlessness on doing cycling somewhere in the month of July during the rain. And he is having the pain in the left knee joint from the past 60 days. Second instance, it was the, what do you say that the duration is considered to be 6 months as such. So here it is considered to be 2 months history. So here based on that, the duration of the presenting complaint, it is considered to be a milder form, and Kapha Pitta Prakriti individual, and if he is Rasa and Asti affliction, Pranavaha, Rasavaha and Astivaha Srotas, poor Yataragni, Bahya and Madhyama Roga Marga affliction here. So here the Roga Bala, which will be Pravara. Regarding the summing up of today's discussion, Bala Samprapti assessment is a relative, what do you say that understanding, relative assessment as such. The text says Hetvadikasnyavayavi Bala Bala Visheshanam. Whenever if you are analyzing this, Hetu, Purvarupa and Rupa of the disease in an individual, if the disease are in alignment, then we are going to say he is having the Pravara Roga Bala. If the person is having the non-alignment of Hetu, Pururupa and Rupa, then he is having the milder form of Roga Bala. To assess the Bala Samprapti, we have to have the adequate and complete case history, and we have to do accurate physical examination, accurate Nidana analysis and accurate Samprapti analysis. Dear ANA community, that is what we are discussing today. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. What is the one video that you'd like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below. And spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Thank you for watching this particular video. Something more we are going to discuss in the next video. Thank you.